Hello friends, Happy New Year! It's January 2nd, 2015, I'm still Lorenzo, and the New Year's is looking wonderful. I started off today watching a video of El Bristow. I'll link that in the YouTube archive of this video, where he outlines the ultimate hardcore challenge. Now, if you've been keeping up with my YouTube videos, you know that I have done something called the hardcore challenge, that he made as well, but now with version 0.9 in beta, the game actually offers a fair amount of hardness all by itself, so there's no mods, there's just Kerbal Space Program and hard stuff. Right. So, let's start this up. Career, super duper hard, and the rules are simple. We go into the options, put it on hard, and then start messing with sliders. We put the funds at 0, we have to borrow our money to start, rewards at 10%, which is really painfully low, but we'll see how far we get. Funds penalties go to max and reputation penalties go to max as well. What this means in effect means that we'll be making no money. And if we do anything wrong, like say cancel a contract or kill a Kerbal, I think that hurts reputation, we're screwed. The possibility of ending up screwed is pretty high. And let's see. Just El Bristow, the originator of this challenge, is on chat, asking if the stream is live. I think so. Check out TV/. Right, so just chatted to him that things are live. Well, if you're watching on the YouTube archives, there is no need for such bothersome live stuff, but here we go. So the rules are all pushed in, and let's start this up. I think with the funds and the science being low as they are, we won't be unlocking any scientific nodes here anytime soon. Well, maybe this one, 5 science, maybe we'll get that one. So this challenge will pretty much revolve around what we can do with the basic stuff. So let's start out by looking at contracts. The first one should be fairly easy. Oh no way, this is a lot lower than I thought. We can do launch a new vessel, and we can try to get to 5,000 meters. This will give us 200 credits in total. That may not be enough to do anything. Wait, how much is the pod? How much is the pod? Yeah, got it. We know how this works. The pod costs 600. Let's see, what is the absolute cheapest rocket we can build? I mean, we gotta have a parachute, surely. This is 1346. If we delete fuel from it, does it get cheaper? It gets a bit cheaper. I mean, we can put a low amount of fuel in here. This will probably take it somewhere. I mean, this is vanilla. But I have the mod for Kerbal Engineering System here. No, let's not use that for now unless we get totally stuck. Right. So we need about 1,000 at least, or, well, better would be 2,000. No, we're not gonna go to the space plane hangar. So yeah, maybe one of these missions offers more starting funds. I mean, I can grab the Orbit Kerbin one, even though this won't do anything. I mean, we get 1,400, and then if we also accept this, we at least get the 600 for launching a vessel. That would be nice. So then we have 2,000, with which we could probably do this. Oh man, this is going to be horrible. Right, let's accept this one for the money, and let's accept this one just because we can do it. Launching a vessel should be possible. Man, if I just recklessly accepted the 2 first contracts, then we'd be screwed. Alright, can we make something really, really tiny that we can recover? I have a feeling that recoveries will be very important here. This we actually cannot afford. So it's going to be a solid fuel booster with a super low thrust limiter. Actually, no, with yeah, we don't want this to do any thrusting. We just want this, and we are gonna have the least amount of fuel, 1/10, and we will have the parachute. The idea here is to just put it on the launch pad and make a little hop and cash in on the yay, we launched a vessel thing. I'm putting on the parachute because if we do go up a little bit, we want this to be recoverable, and if we don't need to go up, then we can just, well, we can just recover it for full price, so that would work. I'm in the curious position of going to trigger the parachute first, because if just triggering something counts as a launch, then that will have done it. Hey, hello, Rule. Not hearing anything, just here to say hi in chat. Well, I'll say hi as well. And yeah, chat's moaning about the choppiness of the video. I am streaming in full HD. That does take up a little bit of bandwidth, and I don't have the Twitch popularity to have them recode it. So I could stop the stream and make it lower definition, although that would also impact stuff going to YouTube. But yeah, the ads always load completely fine in like 1 second. Cool, let's see if triggering the parachute counts as a launch. It does, and that means we can recover the vessel and we won't have to do any dangerous stuff like igniting the solid booster. Alright, we got 100% launchpad value. And we're just gonna do that again, but this time for the science. I forgot about that. And we're gonna do that with Bob Kerman, the scientist. Let's launch this. Have him do a crew report. And then we'll wheel him back inside. We're a very cautious bunch. We are moving outside. 0.2 science. We are not getting anywhere with this. Okay, we're basically stuck with the basic parts for a long, long time, I think. Okay, here we go. We have... Oh, we need to recover this. Yes, recover. 0.2 science earned. We have 2,100 funds. And with that... What? We will make 229 monies with this? Or I could go for an atmosphere escaping 900. That would give me a rocket that's just over 3 grand. Let's start building this rocket first. I mean, this isn't gonna do anything for us. Then we might as well not do it. So I'm gonna accept this. And this will be our only shot at escaping the atmosphere. Now I know you can do it with 2 SRBs properly throttled. The problem here is how to separate those SRBs. If I'm gonna have to burn them off, let's see, can I afford this first and foremost? Whoa, they're really cheap. Yes, I can afford this easily. Nice. Let's start building. All right. I think this ought to get us out of the atmosphere. We will put these at something sensible, like 45%. This one at 100%. And we have the parachute. And this way, if this hits the ground first, at least the center one will be recoverable. Let's see, how much does a girder cost? Albrista tipped me that putting girders on the bottom will help in having the stuff recoverable, which of course would be really nice because every penny counts like 1,000,000 times in this game, apparently. Cool. So we have lander legs, and we have a space rocket, and we can afford it. Teaching a friend how to get a cigar out of Kerbin atmosphere. That's Grisewolf or Rule saying that in chat. Have fun with that, and yeah, you can watch the whole thing on YouTube. I'll probably be doing this for fairly long this evening because I cleared my schedule and I've got a gaming evening, and I'm gonna try and do hour-long chunks with some food and drink in between. And we'll see how it goes. If the ultimate hardcore challenge proves to be too difficult, then we'll move to the regular hardcore challenge. But for now, let's try this out. Let's also make this a little bit straight so that maybe everything won't go horribly wrong immediately. Alright, contract is completed, and I have a feeling this will work. I have a feeling this will work. Do I need less than 45? No, we're gonna go with this. I don't know why I named it cheat. Let's call it... Oh yeah, it's because this was the one that got wheeled back inside. Let's call this the blast furnace. And who's our guy gonna be? Science is non-existent anyway, so a little bonus on the science doesn't help. It's gonna be Jebediah. Who else? He's got the SAS. Right, here we go. Fingers crossed. If this fails, the challenge fails here and now. Actually reminiscent of the US and the Soviet space programs. If too many people would die, space program dies with it. So, full throttle, even though it doesn't matter. SAS on, that means Jebediah is at the helm. Oh, what? I almost doomed the space program before it even got off the ground. Staging was all messed up. So, that's better now. Let's go. Some nice effects. I'm still liking those SRB flames. We're ascending nice and controlled, and of course the thrust to weight ratio is only going to increase as the mass ratio, actually just the mass of the vessel decreases. So we're looking at a ever increasing ascent profile. Now, the drawback of using girders for separation is of course that we won't be able to jettison the empty boosters. Fortunately, they will be fairly light. This does mean that this last full throttle booster will have to carry the detritus, the remainder of his brethren, with him up to space. Also, I cannot stress this enough, if this does not make it into space, the contractors will not be happy, and we will actually fail the space program immediately. Let's take a crew report from flying over Kerbin shores. No, let's save it for space. I didn't put an antenna on because I'm too cheap for one. Okay, here we go. Second booster igniting. This one is a lot more powerful. It's on full throttle. Maybe that was a mistake because we're still fairly low in the atmosphere. But I hope this keeps burning until about 20 kilometers, after which things attenuate a bit. And by then I hope we'll have enough speed to actually coast up to 70 kilometers, which is of course the boundary of space in this marvelous game. Here we go, we're at about 1 kilometer per second. I'm fairly hopeful that we will make it. Yeah, we are now decelerating at half a G, while still going up at 1 kilometer per second. I'm calling it, we'll make it. To the boundary of space. Wonderful. Fortunately, these SRBs are so dirt cheap. Otherwise, we wouldn't have made it at all. Now, thinking forward to the next mission, our ultimate goal here is to do an orbit of Kerbin, of course. For that, we just need a big stack of liquid fuel, and some decouplers would be nice, but I don't think we'll ever be able to afford the science to unlock the decouplers. So, I wonder how that will go. And here we are. We made it to space. Wonderful. We got the money for that. Ooh, we are so rich now. That means we can take our measurement, half a science point. Seriously, half a science point. That is really, really rough. And I really want the science, because if I can get a decoupler, then everything changes, and it's actually fairly easy to make a SRB powered orbiter. I think I'm saying it's fairly easy, but doing it without the Kerbal engineering system and doing it in one go actually will be fairly complex. But that's what we're here to do, so that doesn't matter. I'm going to use a bit of time warp because now it's just going to be up and down. Here we go. Once we land, of course, Jebediah will be able to do some EVAing. And in this wonderful 0.9 beta version, the aerodynamic model is still just the model of soup. We will fall straight down and decelerate to a safe speed meters above the ground, at which point we shall deploy our parachute. So this is just, these re-entry effects are just for show. And I think Jebediah is also impervious to G-forces, which would be nice. Let's deploy the parachute now, actually. No, when we're going slower. Because we will turn around under parachute stress, and that might be dangerous, but I don't know of a better time to deploy than now, so let's do it. Hopefully the craft will stay intact. Yes, turning around gently. Very good. Very good indeed. Now, our safety is mostly assured. All we have to do is hope that everything survives, and that would mean that we can have slightly more money. People in the chat having a little bit of problem with the bandwidth and the quality. That's too bad. I'm just gonna type to them for a bit. Cool. Well, anyway, I just learned from the chat that girders can take impacts of up to 80 meters per second. Well, why they make them that strong and not all the other rocket parts is a mystery to me. Hopefully these two inclined girders will take that safely. I know I'm scaffolding the rest of my ships with girders. Wow! And every word was spoken truly. So let's go on EVA. Let's hold on. Take an EVA report. 0.6 science. Wonderful. Get inside and recover that vessel. Boom! Success. We made it to space. We have 4 science now. We need 5 for the next bit. Or do we need 4? No, we need 5. And then we have a decoupler. That's wonderful. Let's go outside. I don't think we did a launchpad EVA before. Maybe that will be worth 1 science point. Not a whole one, but maybe a slight one. Okay, go on EVA. No! Oh, we can still recover the vessel, I think. EVA report, yes. Oh, and now we can get a surface sample as well. Or can we? No, we need research for that. Okay, well, recover Jebediah. It's 0.2 science at least. Damn, damn, damn. And all the viewers are gone. Oh, wait, we got 0.7 even. All the viewers are gone because the quality was too bad, or at least the internets were not cooperating, or whatever happened. So I'm talking to the archives now. That's no problem. I love you too. And we need 0.2 science. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. If only Jebediah, if only I jumped Jebediah off the thing. Wait, I can still do that. I'll just have to go walking about a little bit. Isn't that strange? We're actually putting a rocket on the launch pad to have Jebediah go outside and take reports of a very, very local environment, namely the Space Center. And if we're really feeling like it, we can even proceed to the runway. No, there's no science to be had here. Run, Jebediah. Now, this is a site for Sore Eyes. Jebediah. No, that makes no sense. This is just a weird site. Jebediah is running away from a solid rocket booster fired rocket. This is a really strange day. EVA from launch pad. No, we need to get to the runway. Or at least something else. Run for the runway! Oh man, rocket power makes for such efficient transport. Walking really isn't the way to go here. But then again, we can't afford rocket power. We can afford time warp though. Look at him go. I hope he doesn't die, because then we're still screwed. Look at that bloke go. Oh man, Hill. Does that mean we're not on the launch pad anymore? Yes, EVA report from KSP, point 2 science. And I think that means we're going to go back home, because he can't carry more than one EVA report. Well, that certainly felt cheaty, but we have the required 5 science now, which we can use to unlock the basic rocketry bit. Research that. And now we need 1200 units to unlock the decoupler. And I'm not going to do that, because first I'm going to look what the actual decouplers would cost. Entry purchase is to 1200, and what do they cost usually? No, don't research. That doesn't say. Maybe it will say in the VAB. It's fairly essential information. Cost. It doesn't say. Let's see, do we have any contracts we can do? Ooh, lots and lots. These are too difficult for now. They will give us all the money though. This we can do, but it doesn't give us any money. Also, these conditions are too specific, we might fail. Rockomax BACC solid fuel booster landed at Kerbin. Accepting this means access to that big booster. That's good. That's good. It does mean we can get rid of this contract whenever. Yeah. It will cost us money for sure. No, because we can recover for 100%. Activate the part. We can just mount it upside down. We can accept this for full access to the BACC booster for free. For a bit. We can accept this for full access to the stack decoupler for free. That's nice. I want the stack decoupler for free now more. And then we're gonna do orbit. Yeah, stack decoupler for free. Orbit, get rid of the stack decoupler, do something else. Yes. Am I making a dreadful mistake? I don't think so. Let's see. Orbitron. That's the name of this thing. Parachute. Upper stage. Oh, we only have the big engine. That's maybe a problem. Well, let's put it like this. The big engine. And this will have girdered landing feet. Just to be sure, so we can recover all of this. It will look a bit strange, but that really doesn't matter here. No, these need to go everywhere. Yes. Girdered landing feet. Wonderful. We have the experimental decoupler. I don't think that necessarily means anything. Under here. And... oh yeah, of course we don't actually have the big booster now. Right. Maybe this means we have a fairly large upper stage now. How expensive are these fuel tanks? They cost as much as a booster. Actually, one of them costs as much as a booster. So let's be frugal with them. If we manage to land back at the KSC, this is not the right place to put this engine. If we manage to land back at the KSC, we will get quite a lot of money back from this, of course. There's also the completion reward to think about. This is still not a heavy rocket, so we can spam some boosters beneath this. I think that might be the way to go. I mean, we have decouplers, boosters are cheap, and that means that we can... I think we may have to girder up here to prevent overheating. 3 boosters, 1 booster, solid motor. Three boosters, 1 booster, small fuel tank with a big engine. Yikes. This will expend all the funds. How much will we get back if we achieve orbit? Oh, we're exceeding the mass rate. We're exceeding the allowed mass for the launch pad. Oh, that stinks. Hi Corizilla, I'm seeing one of my favorite viewers in the chat. We are playing the most ultimate hardcore with all the sliders set to their hardest setting. That means 10% of usual science and 1000% of usual penalties. So there's that. What happens if... How much are we over? We are over by 1 ton. No, 2 point... Yeah, we're over by quite a few tons. What happens if I decrease the fuel here? I would have to decrease the fuel to make this not exist. Alright, let's make it not exist. Let's then have 2 boosters, 1 booster, and then the liquid fuel. This seems like a plan. How heavy is it now? This is within tolerance. 2 boosters, 1 booster, small liquid thing. We can afford this. Let's see, how much money would we get back from that orbiting adventure? We would get 5,900 back. And some science. So we would make a profit. Now I know that a single liquid thing works. But what I don't know is whether that will fit within the weight restrictions. If I recall correctly, that would look like this. This fits. This fits quite easily. It's also cheaper. Oh wait, I haven't put the parachute on. This does not fit. Not anymore. Oh, the conundrum. Let's save this as the untitled spacecraft, because if I remove one thing, it is affordable now, but I'm not sure if it will make it. Chat is commenting that the Orbitron looks dinky. I must agree, but it also looks awesome, doesn't it? Let's add some fuel here. I like the way this looks, damn it. Let's tweak this to 18.1. This does not look dinky, damn it. This looks perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And it's not cheaper. I'm gonna cave and put a Kerbal engineering system in here, just to see what kind of delta V we're working with. 3.9. That's not enough. What about this? The boring option. 4.5. That actually does work. Man, I hate it that the boring option is the right one. 4.3. I might have to settle for 4.3. This is 4.5, but is unaffordable. And I need girdered landing legs, obviously. Damn it, I hate it when this happens. I liked my dinky rocket. Right, this is just a little bit more expensive than we can afford. That hurts. That really hurts. Also, our delta V has just been shot to hell. So, we cannot actually afford the landing legs. Not because of the money, but because of the weight. That gives hope for this one, because we can just ditch the landing legs. If we can't afford them, then we can't afford them, and we can ditch them here and just add these boosters directly. This seems like it should work. I think. I hope. Right, 2 boosters, 1 booster, and an engine with a little bit extra. Wow, yes, we have room now. Room in the weight department anyway. Yes, this looks like the way to go. We can still afford this. And I'm completely caving. I'm using Kerbal Engineer to do these things because, damn it, this is engineering we're doing here. Yes, these boosters will take care of business. And now we just need to trim back the fuel in this top tank so that it fits within the 18 tons, 5.1 meters per second, 5.1 kilometers per second even. And we can't afford it now. Which bit is too expensive? Damn it. Is it the extra fuel in here? The fuel is actually pretty cheap. It's just this whole third tank, isn't it? Yeah, now we can afford it just fine. 4.9. I think we'll make it. Also, the thrust to weight is really high off the get-go. We can scale this back a little bit. Yeah, this is the one. This is most certainly the one. Wow. Hey, what's up guys? There's people in chat. Rain9, I don't know you yet, but welcome, welcome. We're playing super hard mode. I'm fussing with money and thrust to weight ratios. We're playing with 10% of usual rewards and 1000% of usual penalties. That means that for every launch so far, it's really do or die. If we don't make it, then we're dead. So here we're gonna go, wheeling out Jebediah to the pad, and we're gonna go for orbit. And we're flying experimental decouplers, because then we don't have to pay the fee for unlocking them. And I really hope this ends up to be slightly controllable. If not, look at that, it's a dinky rocket that made our day. Here we go. The throttle doesn't work. Oh, it does work. 1, 2, 3, or no, it's supposed to go the other way. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yes. Oh no, we're listing over immediately. Come on, Jebediah, work those controls like the boss you are. Come on. SAS on, but I don't trust it. I'm pushing the buttons myself. Come on, go up straight. We don't have the Delta V to mess about with this. Come on. I think we're dead. I think we're stone cold dead. The rocket is flexing, and that is really bad news. We need to be gaining altitude, not longitude. Or whatever. Don't need to go. We don't want to go over the sea. No. Not yet. Damn it. We've had it. This is not going to go to orbit. No way. Let's see. Can we turn this around with this? I don't think so. I know we can't. Alright. The only hope, the slightest hope we have is to pilot this thing back to the space center to at least get the maximum recovery thing. By the way, I'm steering, but nothing is happening because of course this is a solid fueled rocket that is just boosting us down towards the sea now. And let's ditch that stupid thing and fire up this rocket, which should be hugely more controllable. And it is a bit. Let's see. SAS on. This does not look like an orbit at all. I just want the money back for this thing. I mean, this rocket bell was the most expensive thing in the whole ship, and we're gonna recover that even if it's the last thing Jebediah does. And it very likely will be the last thing the whole space program does anyway. We didn't bring girders because they were too heavy, and that means that we're gonna need the parachute and the engine working together to actually pull this safe landing off. We can't pull the parachute yet though because we need to get closer to the buildings. Here we go. We're just doing a little pirouette circuit just because. Crew report. Yeah, 0.4 science from that. Way to go us. Cool. Let's try and land it on the launch of, not on the launch pad, but on the runway, because we don't have runway science yet. I think that's an amazing plan. I also think we need to save the rest of the fuel for the landing, so it's going to be parachuting time. 1, 2, 3. This looks like a bombing run, but it really isn't. We want to land on that strip of dirt. Parachute deployed. Come on, slow down. Well, it does look like I'm sort of accurate with throwing rockets. But then again, this was first aimed at space. This was aimed at space, so maybe I'm not that accurate at throwing rockets. No, man. Oh man, this might have just been it. Alright, let's see what we can do with this engine. A little bit more. Oh shit! The parachute is gone now. Okay, that's an engine, a powered landing now. There we go, powered landing. On the engine bell, just like we did in the old days. Cool. Crew report, and don't overwrite that. Outside. EVA report. Flying over Kerbin shores. Keep the data. Drop the data. Go outside again. Fall down. Thank you. You know exactly what I want. On to the runway. It would be fun launching a plane from here. Unfortunately, we don't have the parts for that. Yeah, EVA from the runway. Let's recover Jebediah here. And hope against all hope. We made 0.3 science. Recover the Orbitron. We did get 3 grand back. That's not enough though. I mean, we can get rid of this. We can just do it. The LVT-45 engine. Which one will give us any money at all to play with? We need like 2,000. We can do this. A suborbital trajectory over Kerbin. Altitude 80,000 meters. That's 2 boosters. We can do this one. We're gonna get rid of the decoupler one, and we're gonna do this one. Oh man, we're not out of it yet. Chat is saying that the boosters were offset, that's what made the rocket tilt. I don't think the boosters were actually offset, like this is here in the VAB. But what happens with these decouplers is that they compress a little bit, and then in that joint they can go at an angle and basically ruin your day. I should have known better than to try and control an SRB powered rocket. We're gonna try and claw our way back, and then we're just going to launch the liquid fueled pencil into orbit. But first we need to do our sepratron, no, our decoupler test. And I want to do that in a way that will actually save the decoupler, so I'm going to turn it upside down. And fly that like this. And hopefully that will let us recover the decoupler as well, because we want the money back from it. Alright, let's make a little hop. Boom, contract completed. That's nice. Got 13 monies. We didn't do it for the money though. We did it to free up a contract slot. Which... oh yeah, 1,000 funds from the recovered parts, and we have a free contract now. Let's do this. This will make us almost 2 grand, well 1,700, because we will be able to recover the vessel. Yes, 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 we get this. Boom. We will just use our tried and trusted blast furnace, because this got us nicely on the required trajectory. And we shall attach... what's the mass of these things? Low mass. We shall attach 2 of these just to be sure, because we can't have any unbalancing here. Right. This worked fine last time. We're just gonna have to trust that it will do so now, and we will have to try and not ruin the staging. Alright. Here we go. Making money to try again at orbiting, and that means, yeah, we need the money to well, just put 18 tons of liquid fuel on the pad. That's the only thing that can save us. Right. Oh wait, almost completely screwed up again. We need to do it like this, of course, then that, yes. Here we go again. Come on, Jebediah, don't let us down. There is, I think, oh, there's even some science to be had. We can recover this. Flying over Kerbin shores. No, we can get that from EVA when we're landed. Oh no, it's a crew report. We can only recover 1 crew report. So we're gonna go to orbit next. Yeah, let's just get this. We got the one from space. We didn't get the one from high altitude yet, but we're gonna need so much science anyway that we're not gonna get there anytime soon. It's all funds from now on. We just need funds, funds, funds. Oh man. Right, first stage burning out in just a bit. And I would be surprised if it suddenly didn't work. This is a rocket we have used before, after all. What if we just use this and slap on... it's really hard to get into orbit with solid boosters. And I know I said it was really easy just minutes ago, but... I mean, it's easy to get the Delta V, but it's hard to... get the finesse and the control right. But all we need to do now is wait until these 4 check marks are checked, and then fire off these separatrons, and then hopefully we'll make enough money to come back down. We won't have, well, we'll make enough money to come back down. I mean, let's face it, we're gonna come back down regardless. But I hope we will have enough money to try again at orbiting. If we don't, we gotta hope that that there is another contract like this one that will actually make us some real money. Otherwise, we're going to have to look for contracts that pay nothing, but also don't cost us more, which is a very, very hard combination. Basically, we're just going to have to hope that new contracts pop up that we can do, that we want to do also. Are we going to make it to 80? I hope so. Yes, 95. It's as if this rocket was purpose made for this specific test. Let's time warp, because otherwise it's so slow. 80 kilometers, and then we can... Anybody want to guess how much altitude we're going to get out of these two Separatrons? I think 2 kilometers. Here we go, firing them off. What was it? Wow, 2 kilometers! I'm so good at guessing rockets. Apparently. Cool, yeah. Time warp, we have money. How much do we have? 2.8 grand. And we're gonna recover this whole vessel if the past is any indication. So that means, yay, good things. Good things for us. Of course, we can't go on EVA here because we need to research that from the astronaut complex, I think. Man, this game is just so much harder in the new version, and especially if you put all the sliders on hard mode. Which is the point of the show here, so yeah, no surprises. But pretty cool. Nice, also good to know that Jebediah is actually capable of keeping this thing upright. On the previous flight it fell over, but then his personal SAS was disabled. So, let's pop the chute. And wait, basically. I don't dare toggle the time warp here, because, well, if something explodes, it explodes forever, and we're already on the ropes. I mean, if there's no good contracts, the space program is still screwed. So yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. Here we go, coming up on parachute deployment. 1, 2, 3, there we go. Now we can try some time warp. Just at the landing, I want everything to be slow as a baby's crawling. Let's see. Jebediah has the science from his observations during ascent. SAS is on. Try and keep it level, please. Recover that before that falls over, and give us all the money for all the parts, please. 0.2 science earned. Parts, we got 1,300 back. We've got 4,200 funds. That's almost as bad as last time we checked, but it's more than the other time. Okay. Test the radial parachute at 12,000 meters. Guys, we can do this. We can test that thing at 2,000 meters. We're gonna recover everything. 12, oh come on, 12 kilometers. Is that one booster or is that 2 boosters? I think that's 1 booster at like 75%. If not, we'll recover everything. Let's see if there's a better one. I mean, look at the failure rate on this. We can't just deny this. That would be terrible. Test the TT38 decoupler. Test the booster landed at Kerbin. I mean, yeah, the science is nice. This is basically a freebie, but we won't be able to purchase any of the science anyway. This is hard. This is a speed limit that's hard to get. And, ooh, this is actually some money. Test the LV T45 liquid fuel engine in flight over Kerbin. We could knock this off on the way to orbit. Although actually no, the speed is far too low. At this altitude we want to be going faster. The LV909. Now this is a nice one to have in our orbit shot because it's an effective engine. We can accept this once we shoot for orbit to just have it. I think we're relegated to doing this one. I mean, we have the money to send the platform up and down. And if we go straight up and straight down, that means we will recover the vessel for 100%. Which means we might even use liquid fuel for extra control. No, we're gonna use the booster anyway. Yeah, we're gonna accept this one. It's going to be really hard. Accept the contract, please. Okay, let's see about that. Right, a new rocket for this specific test. Oh, this costs 700? Oh man, I can't afford that. Can we put it like this, please? Yes. In the center, exactly. This is asking for trouble, I know it. And now 12 kilometers. I think that's one booster. What's our speed? 170 meters per second to 570. I think that's attainable if we full throttle it. No, we don't full throttle it, that's for sure. Half throttle on the ship that had more ballast already made this. We're going to half throttle it. We're gonna half throttle it. Half throttle, and we're gonna bring girders for a intact landing. I know the girders are heavy, but we need the money from the booster back. Not sure if this is dangerous or not. And we're gonna do 2 girders as well, because we can't afford to waste anything. Alright, if this fails, we will have wasted a... We'll have wasted an amount of money that's too high. That's too high to be wasted. Alright. 1 booster. 50%. I'm guessing we'll make it through the window. I'm hoping it won't be too imbalanced. We'll call the vessel Desperation. Jebediah will be piloting it and we'll be launching it immediately. Oh shit. I don't have a good feeling about this, but there's nothing else I know how to do. Here we go. Let's hope that we make it through the window between 12 and 15 kilometers at the right speed, so that we may trigger the parachute there and reap the rewards. We have absolutely no control over this rocket. We cannot... Oh, actually, if we're going too fast, we can steer, of course. But if we're going too slow, there's nothing we can do. At least we made the speed.